Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. So today we're going to be working on this Bolt Hornet. I'll read out the story to you behind it. Good morning. Would you be able to help me? It's my first car. It might not be perfect, but it's mine. I've always dreamed about one like this, so I finally managed to save some cash, and I started looking immediately. It seems that I might have gotten a bit carried away. I heard that this doesn't hold well. The salesman said that the brakes need to be repaired, but the rest is in perfect condition. This morning I heard a banging in the back and it pulls to the right. I hope it's nothing serious. I'll borrow some cash if necessary, but I hope it's just the brakes. I can't wait to hit the road again. Please do a check-up. I finally managed to save some cash and... Oh, right, okay, so we now know the brakes are going on it. So the brakes are gone, we have to fix body parts, change the oil and other tasks. So what we're going to do first is do the other tasks because they're easiest. We don't have to empty the water out, we just have to refill it. If you do have to empty the water out, the game will specify that. So as you can see, refill, it does not say empty. Whereas this says change, so you have to empty the old one and put in fresh. Fix body parts. So take off the bumper, go into the body shop, purchase a new bumper, fit the new one on, like so, refit the headlights, and now we're back to normal. So what we want to do first is examine the car for defaults. We'll do a full car examination. As you can see, we are level 10, currently on 820 XP, steadily going up as we continue our checks. And we have 7,089 credits. Your next live stream, guys, will be tomorrow. The poll is live now as we speak. So head over to the community tab and cast your votes. So I've always found Car Mechanic Simulator is better for videos than it is live streams. Not unless your live stream is made up of car fans. But I enjoy this game, which is why I make a lot of video content from it. And it's also a game where I don't need to go live to enjoy it. I can just sit down, pick a job, and make a video from it. There we can see a few issues there. So that's all the suspension checks done. So now we open the bonnet, go into engine mode, and do all our checks here as well. Right, so we can see quite a lot of the ignition coils are gone, along with a few spark plugs. Along with a camshaft being busted as well. Electronic meter next. So the electronics are all fine. Fuel pressure test next. So the fuel reel is gone. So that's another one. So that's all our tests done. Bar the tyres, we'll do them just for the crack of it. So all the tyres are fine, as you can see. So now what we'll do to help us out a wee bit more is take the car to the path test, or the test path. And there's no oil in the engine currently, so I need to put oil in it to be able to perform this. Engine cannot be started. Lovely. Right, so we'll go into the garage. Now, I have a feeling there's quite a few suspension issues on this as well. I could be wrong. I just have a gut feeling. So I'm just going to check the rubber bushings and things. See, there you go, guys. I'm from memory of playing this game. I kind of knew there was a few suspension issues. If you enjoy more games like this, then let me know and suggest some in the comments. At the moment, I'm very much enjoying the Tomb Raider series. So if you can also recommend games of that nature, then please let me know below. Also guys, there is a question on the community tab for you, and it is a 3-part question. One, of what have you enjoyed most on the channel this year? 2, where can I improve as a channel coming into 2026? And 3, what would you like to see come to the channel in 2026? So if you could also leave your thoughts on that as well, it would be greatly appreciated. So that wheel hub cap is completely shot. wheel hub bearing inside is okay, but the wheel hub cap is completely gone. Since I know one bushing is gone, I will go around the car and take them all out, just to be sure. Because like me, if you've played this game previously, you'll know there is nothing worse than one rubber bushing being the issue as to why you keep failing the mission. Or can't find that last part on the list. I always take the oil pan off just to check underneath and see if there's any issues. Shouldn't be, but it's always worth checking. There doesn't appear to be. Level 11, guys. We've hit level 11. As I say, your best is to take this part of the car apart entirely and strip it completely down so you don't miss any rubber bushings. They are extremely annoying if you can't find them. Thankfully, this setup is quite basic for the car. But yeah, my advice is just strip the suspension right back as far as it'll let you. Take out what you can, and then you know what you're working with. So as you can see, they are heavily rusted. The spring plate's okay, but the sidearm and the leaf bolts are completely gone, as is the spring cap. So out comes the spring. And then out comes the brake disc. Out comes the wheel hub. The front. The rear drive axle comes out. So that has completely stripped the car of all suspension components. And as you can see, it has filled up quite a bit of our list by doing this. This will make your job easier in the long run. So now we move on to engine components. What fun. coil covers. First of all, get your ignition coils out. I recommend just replacing all of these rather than trying to guess which ones work, which ones don't. Just a fresh set of sparks, a fresh set of coils, and normally you're good to go. It costs more, but it's easier on the game. At the time of recording, guys, we are on 665 subscribers. Currently aiming for 670 for the end of December. Anything over 670 as a bonus. If I can hit 700, that would be massive. Or massive, I should say, not massive. Massive. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Right, so what we're going to do now is, although we filled these up earlier, I'm going to drain all fluid from the car. They can be refilled again, no problem, so it's not a big deal to do this. So it's not. It doesn't really cost that much, so it's not as though you're losing money from it. I'm doing this because I want to remove the radiator to give us a better view of here. Because to get to parts behind there, we have to remove all of this. So off comes one bolt, off comes the bolt pincher, bolt 2, and then all the other rollers come out like such. Along with the power steering pump, which is why we removed the power steering fluid, because if you don't, you will spill the fluid and the game will cost you money. Nope. Off comes the timing cover, like so. Off comes the timing belts, which need replaced anyway. Oh, the one on the left needs to come off first. It's wrapped around the outside. So these two are fine, however the spark plugs are not. So we need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's 4 on either side, which means there's 8 altogether. So I'll go spark to there. Now you don't need to replace them all, but I do, just to keep myself right. While I'm here, I will also get the coils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They look like that, and then you go over this side and repeat the process again. Cam gear, camshaft does need replaced this time. Only one of them. So we'll go inventory, camshaft, go to the shop, we'll go main, scroll all the way down, go camshaft, we'll buy it, we'll fit the new one, fit the previous one, fit the new spark plugs, we'll refit the fuel rail, one of which we need to buy. We'll do that. We'll put in the cam gears, which are all fine, they can all be refitted. Just make sure I've got everything on the list. Make sure there's no missing parts. Nope, we have everything. So everything is fine. So we repeat the process on this side. Now if you remember correctly, I had already put in the spark plugs on that side. Timing belts, we do need 2 of them, so we'll go to the shop and buy 2 of those. Timing belt V8. Timing belt V8. Back on with the timing cover. In with the crankshaft. In with the water pump. Back on with all the rollers. Back into the radiator. The radiator fan and the housing. The water pump pulley goes back in. And goes either roller B. 1 of 4 remaining. Power steering pump. Engine head cover goes back on. On goes the fresh coils. Like so. Coil cover. Either roller A. Either roller B. There's only a few of them remaining. There's an all one. Serpentine belt B. And belt tensioner. Scroll out a wee bit. On goes the engine head cover. On goes the ignition coils. 2, 3, and 4. On goes the coil cover. Back in goes the alternator. On goes the final idler roller B. On goes serpentine belt A. Idler roller A goes on. And as far as I know, That is the engine fully rebuilt. Fuel reel. Right. So one of the fuel reels is giving out on us. I don't know which, but I'm going to buy another one and replace it. That way it should cover it. Fuel reel 01. What the fuck? I don't know why it's being awkward with the fuel reels, but it is. There we go. So the rest is all suspension work now. So what we can do is car up in the air. In here, get the oil filter V8 bought and fitted like so. The oil pan goes back on again. Car comes down again, only temporarily though. And we refill all the reservoirs again. You don't have to empty them out, guys, but I always find it better to do so. That way you know that you're not going to get any spillages. There goes the engine coolant into the car again. Where's the brake fluid at on this thing? It's in this corner here. I'm doing this now because at the end, when you try and end the job, the car won't move without them, so you're better to do it now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to do a full 10 each on that so that we have enough to fill the whole car up with them. So you've refit the cross member and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where is rubber bushings? 20. See what I buy? I normally go about 12 per car, so I know I have enough. As I say, there's nothing worse. You think you finish a job and you find one rubber bushing that just isn't up to standard, and you have to take the whole car apart again to try and find it, and it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. So we need a front wheel hub. We need no brakes discs ventilated. They're all fine. We do need 4 pads. Always buy fresh pads, guys. Oh, shit. We don't need calipers. Vintage tire goes on. There's one. So this is where you could miss a rubber bushing at the back of the car. So I always make sure I do them as quickly as I can to make sure they're done. Just try and save the frustration, guys, of walking around the car going, what is wrong with it? And it being the smallest thing in the world. Most times when it's the most smallest thing in the world, it's the most obvious thing. But due to frustration, you just can't think about it. Leaf spring U-bolt. We also need to buy a wheel hub free as well. I knew there was something we had to buy for the back of the car. This job has cost us quite a bit of money. To be honest. We were on, I believe, 8 grand when we started. So we need a side axle control arm as well. Got that. Rubber bushing goes in. We've got 2 good shock absorbers. Spring caps, this could be interesting. So we need 2 spring caps. On goes the spring and spring cap. On goes the drive shaft. And side axle control arm on this side. The rubber bushing on this side. Frighteningly put on the leaf spring U-bolts. Forgot about that. We'll have 3 on this side. Need a new drive axle. We actually need to put in the leaf spring U-bolts on all sides. Yep, there we go. Cap. Oh shit. Right, so we'll do it on this side first. Why is it not letting me? What the fuck? Why aren't you letting me put in leaf spring U-bolts? Oh, leaf spring put on this way. And then we need 4 of those essentially. Always by 4. And then it's easier to work out which ones don't need replaced than which ones do. That's that done. Get the leaf spring and the rubber. Get that. And the tire falls into place. That's all those jobs done. All we need to do now is refill the car with oil. And that should be us, pending any major problems. Which to my knowledge there shouldn't be. So car status, all jobs are complete as you can see. Oh. Ah. Sneaky one, you are. Job complete. Boom, boom. We clear out the inventory. Leaves us with a case. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 300 credits. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. On a barn location map. We now have 5 skill points to spend. I already know what I'm going to do with it. We're going to put it on finding the problems or increase screw speed. So we're going to put it on finding problems faster. Like that. How long have we got left? So I may do a quick job here, guys. I may do, I may not. I will not. I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Daniel. This has been another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Please tune in on the next live stream. Your poll is out now as we speak. So go and cast your votes. That's for tomorrow night. Tomorrow being Saturday. At the time of recording, we are on Friday. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave feedback in the comments. Answer the question on the community tab. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I've been Daniel, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you, and goodbye.